Well, a scandal is raging in the UK after it was alleged that British secret services were complicit in the torture of one of its citizens held in Guantanamo Bay. Despite calls from both the public and opposition parties, the government has so far refused to launch a full inquiry into the accusations. RT's Laura Emmett reports.
It's a story of the government allegedly colluding in the torture of its own citizens. But we're not talking about a third world dictatorship. It's happening in the UK. Binyam Mohammed accused MI5 officers of colluding in torturing him in Guantanamo Bay. A British court found that was true, but the government then unsuccessfully tried to suppress the most damning statements about the involvement of the security services. The case has led Parliament's own human rights watchdog to call for a full inquiry into the government's role in torture. They're not the first to demand it either. British peer Lord Hodgson has looked into extraordinary rendition and says an investigation is essential.
Well, transparency and honesty and openness is very important. If we don't get it open and transparent, then we are the best recruiting sergeant for terrorists there can be.
Craig Murray's no stranger to this debate. He was sacked as British ambassador to Uzbekistan for alleging that the UK government had decided to use information obtained through torture. He says it was a decision made at the highest level.
I know for certain that there was a policy of using intelligence from torture as part of a war on terror, a deliberate and considered policy. I know for certain that Jack Straw, as Foreign Secretary, took that policy decision because while I was a British ambassador, I was formally told that at a meeting in London discussing this specific issue.
The Home Office has responded to allegations of collusion in torture by releasing a variety of catch-all statements, wholeheartedly refuting the allegations.
The government rejects in the strongest possible terms the suggestion that a policy of complicity in torture has been in place. We have taken a leading role in international efforts to eradicate torture. There's no truth in the more serious suggestion that it's our policy to collude in, solicit or even directly participate in abuses of prisoners. Nor is it true that alleged wrongdoing is covered up.
Craig Murray begs to differ. When he first made his controversial allegations in 2002, no one believed him. Now he feels vindicated.
At that time, the idea that the government would knowingly and systematically lie to Parliament and the people was a proposition which most British people wouldn't believe was possible. Sadly, we're now in a situation where people are now completely cynical about it. If you say to ordinary people in the street the government are lying, people will say, yeah, we know, of course the government lies, everybody knows that.
Human rights groups say any kind of collusion in torture is bad enough, let alone attempting to cover it up. And as evidence piles up, public demand for an inquiry could be galvanised. The government's repeatedly rejected calls for an inquiry whilst going ahead with investigations into individual MI5 and MI6 officers. But increasingly and more loudly, a range of British organisations and groups, both social and political, say that's not enough, and the government may not be able to hold out for much longer. Laura Emmett, RT, London.